I did 27 years in prison. Been out 8 years.
Guys, I want you to listen to the lady. She said she made 27 years in prison because she stole, break in a car. I want you to listen to the lady's stories. 27 years in prison. And she been out 8 years now. In that small year. 27 years being in prison. Guys, I want you to listen to this video. And when you don't learn anything, learn from this lady here. I want you to listen to what she's saying. If you don't learn nothing, listen to her. 27 years in prison is not easy as a woman. Not easy thing.
27 years in prison. Been out 8. Man, let me tell y'all about the day the judge sentenced me to these 20 years, because I did 20 years the first time. I got back in trouble and I did another 7 years. So altogether, that's why I said I did 27 years. The day the judge sentenced me, man, I remember that morning I got up. You know how it is, man. They get you up. You got to get dressed. They come, they call your name. You get shackled. They put you on the bus. So, bam, I get to the holding cell where they hold all of us until it's time to see the judge. So I'm sitting in there, I don't know what they expect. Haven't even talked to my public defender because I had a public defender because, of course, I didn't have any family standing by me. I didn't have anybody there. So I was on my own, a little girl, not knowing what to expect in the system, just lost in the system. Even at a little young age, I was lost in the system, y'all, if you only knew my story. But I'm going to tell it to you guys. But, I get there and I meet my public defender for the first time. I meet my public defender, a white guy, the first time. He comes up to me and all he tells me is, you're facing 40 years to life. I'm like, 40 years to life? He has not talked to me. He has not said anything to me during the time that I'm sitting in the county jail. So I don't even know what to expect. I'm just a little girl, not getting any visits from my family. I lost my mom at the age of 3. So I really don't have any family that's really there supporting me. So, I'm just lost in the system. Like I said, just ready to accept whatever, and then, and I'm looking at my charges and I'm like, oh man, I didn't even do this. I didn't even do that. But of course, I couldn't fight any of it. I didn't understand the system. I didn't even understand what the public defender was talking about when he did talk to me in the cell. All he told me, you facing 40 years to life. I'm like, 40 years to life. So he goes on to tell me and explain to me that, hey, I need to take this plea bargain, a 25-year plea bargain. If I don't take this plea bargain, if I go to trial, if he tried to take me to trial, then I'm going to wind up getting life. So I'm like, okay, whatever, because I don't even understand what's going on anyway. So we go in front of the judge. And when I walk up, the judge looks around. He said, is there anybody here with her? She has any family? I didn't have anybody there with me. I didn't have any family, Again, like my mom died when I was 3 years old. I was raised by an aunt, but it ain't the same as a mom, so I'm standing there and I'm there by myself. So, a part of me, I'm kind of scared, but then a part of me is like, I know God got me, right? So I'm standing in front of the judge and he says to me, Miss Brinson, you have anything to say? So I look at it and I say, no, sir. And, so he go on to sentence me. Well, the public defender said whatever he said. And, the judge proceeded to go on sentencing me. And the judge said, okay, he hit the gavel. He said that, okay, we sentence you 25 years to Lower Correction Institution, to the women's institution. So when he said that, I just smiled, I didn't smile because, I was happy or anything. I smiled because smiling is how I hid my pain when I was a little girl. And, I was scared, of course. I'm young. So I just did like this. And, I was like, yes, sir. So I went on back to my cell. So I'm trying to process all of this and I'm looking at the charges and I'm like, man, I never did this. I never, hurt anybody. I never did this. I don't even understand. So I'm sitting there and I'm just in my cell. So tears running down my eyes. And, I'm just scared, man. I'm like, dang, I wasn't scared of what was going to happen to me up the road. I was just scared because of the fact, like, I felt like the police, like they hoodwinked me. They bamboozled me, man. They just slapped charges on me. So I was crying more so out of fear and out of anger because I felt like it wasn't right, that, what was done to me, was wrong. And I just felt like, that, here I am, that lost my life in a system, and I didn't do anything not to deserve all that time, man. And I'm going to go into later on in these videos what I really did do. I didn't do half of the stuff that they say I did, and they just slapped charges on me. So I'm sitting there, okay, Bim. So I'm scared, tears just falling down my eyes, and I'm just thinking to myself, but at the same time, I'm hurting, man, and I'm broken, but at the same time, I'm feeling this peace from God. I'm feeling like, this gonna be all right. But then the other part of me saying, how can this be all right? You about to go up the road for 25 years, man. So I'm battling within my emotions, and I'm saying to myself, man, how is this gonna work out for me? And I'm steady hearing the voice of God, because the voice of God is all I understood all my life. When I didn't hear no other voice, I heard the voice of God. When I didn't understand anything else, I understood when God was talking to me, and God was saying, I'm going to cause it to work. And I was questioning God, like, how you going to cause this to work, man? I've been bamboozled. Why would you even let this happen to me? I wasn't angry with God. I was just confused, man. I was just like upset as far as, God, why is you allowing them to slap all these charges on me for me to go up this road? But anyway, I wind up going up the road, like probably a week later, man. They came to the cell. They called my name. Hey, Brinson. So I got up, they say, pack your stuff. You going to prison. You going on the prison run today. I said, yes, sir. So I got up. I was very respectful. I didn't defy authority at all. I was a very shy little girl. Come to think of it. So anyway, I packed my stuff, and on the way there, riding on the bus, I remember just sitting in the back of the van, and I was looking out the window, and there was like several other girls, they was on the van as well. So I was looking at the window, and I would just remember saying to myself, I say, man, Lord, this is going to be a long journey, Lord. I don't have family. I don't have anybody here with me. I don't know what prison entails. I don't know what to expect, but I remember saying, God, all my life, since the time my mama died, you kept your hands on me. I say, I know this not going to be an easy journey, but I know you're going to be with me. I know you're going to walk with me through this. And, this peace of God came over me, and I knew that God was going to be with me. I knew that God was going to take care of me. But I tell you what, when I hit that prison gate, man, that prison, that time in prison, man, it changed me. It broke me. There was times I was angry, but I learned a lot about myself. And I can truly say today, I thank God that I went up that road, because had I not went up that road, I know that I would have died in the streets doing what I was doing. And not only that, I know that if I had not gone up that road, I wouldn't be the woman that I am today. So I just want to say, as I unfold my life story before you guys, y'all follow me. If you like my content, man, follow me so that I can get more time to do some live, so I can get, be able to go live, so I can really have time to just go on here and tell you guys how it all unfolded. Y'all be blessed.